tag right there, and then make the word tag. Good job.
Mama, you gonna be a teacher?
Yes, I am.
Yay.
That's okay with you?
Yeah.
I'm your mama, I'm your teacher, I'm your doctor, I'm your nurse, I'm your cook, I'm your chef, I'm your tutor, I'm your counselor. I'm everything you want me to be.
You forgot your grandma.
You're my grandma?
Yeah.
Girl, I didn't forget grandma. I am not a grandma yet. She tried it. I am not a grandma yet.
You forgot Granny.
Yaya?
Yeah.
When you get older, I will be, okay?
Yay. Whoa.
Next word. Did you make tag?
Yes.
Make it.
Okay, read it. Wait, where?
Leah, you okay?
Yeah. Where are we? Mommy, where was I starting?
Right there.
Look, Mommy, I'm done with my dad.
Now you have to make the word tag.
Oh,
T.
yeah. I don't know how to make a T. Mommy, it's still equal 89.
It's still equal 89.
Yeah, 9 times 10 still equal 89.
And you did all your circles?
Yeah. Does it equal
Did you do your
89?
tens times tables? Count to tens in your times tables and go to 9 and see if it's 89.
10, 1, 10. I did it! 20, 10, 3, Mommy, make the light over here, too. 4, 40, 10, 5, 50, 10, 6, 60, 10, 7, 70, 10, 80, 8, 10, 8, 80, 10, 9, 90. It's 90.
So, what did we learn with your
That-
double checking skills?
When you do double checking, you have to memorize what you're doing first.
And if you don't double check, what could happen?
You could get it the wrong answer. Your answer, you can get a C or a D or E or F, or you can have a bad grade.
And
You won't get a certificate.
a certificate?
Yeah.
And is it good to just do your homework, or is it good to do your homework and double check?
Do your homework and double check.
Did you used to always double check?
No.
No. But you started to learn?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you double check?
I double check so I can get my answers right.
For yourself or for who? The teacher or who?
For me.
Good job. And that's important to double check with your life too, and your goals and your dreams, right?
Yes.
Good job. Yes, Naya.
I erased because I messed up.
Okay. My 4-year-old.
I forgot because it says up, not down. I did it down. I forgot. That's why I messed up.
Thank you for fixing it, okay?
Yeah,
Who did it?
yeah,
Why did Ia do it? Say no.
Mommy did 2 more letters.
A-H. Say no.
No.
Say no, Ia.
I did my name.
Is this the plank challenge?
Mommy, I did my name.
I don't think that's really safe. Can you get down?
No.
Yes. Can you get down?
No.
Get down.
No.
Get down.
Mommy, I did my name. No. Are you supposed to write the answer here?
Good job.
Like how it says.
Ambitious Queen and Ambitious Queen. Got Leah Sacagawea with my babies here. Hey, thanks to the socialite. Hey, got a ring on my phone. Not the ring from my throne. He's still making up my dome. Hey, Ambitious Queen on our mind. Hey, you coming so you're really alive. Hey, 365. Leah on the line. Hello, welcome back, everyone. This is Ambitious Queen, and I am so happy that you all are tuning in on my channel. And again, if for those that have not caught the replay or the update, we have changed the channel from I Got the Milk to Ambitious Queen. Mainly because I'm not just breastfeeding anymore. I do more than that, and my baby is more so like breast pulling now. So she'll be 2 soon, and we do other things now to help help her explore in different things in terms of the food. She gets 1 bottle a night still in the middle of the night, and then when she wakes up in the morning, of course. But other than that, she's like at the table with us eating. However, the reason I'm here today, it is week 3. As I promised, I let you all know that I will be basically coming to you all live, letting you all know how I feel, what's going on, motivation, mindset, parenting struggles. We're relating with one another, everything that we go through that other people feel like don't exist. Well, this is a channel where you can express yourself and know that we are all the same and we all go through the same things, but we have different things that make us unique, like our passion, things like that. And I don't know if you all noticed, but shout out to Socialite. I finally ordered one of these. Not sure. I'll see when I edit the video. I'm not sure if you're reading it backwards because I'm looking at it right now, but whatever. Either way, you can see the difference. I'm pretty sure in quality-wise, you can see, you see all melanin right now, you know what I'm saying? But then it gets, even better, and it's ooh. So I'm really excited about that. I also got a mic. I think I did it by accident because really I thought I ordered 2 of these, but then I clicked the mic, so I have a little personal mic too. However, today, week 3, because I'm still learning a lot of things in the YouTube Academy right now, I'm learning to just go with what I have and put all my 100%, 120% into what it is that I know. And every day you're going to see growth. Every week you're going to see growth. So what you didn't see last week or something that you've seen improve, comment down below. If you notice something like, hey, just think your lighting is better now, comment down below. These are things that I definitely would like to hear about, your feedback. And don't forget, in terms of me, when you hear my material, when you hear my content, or when you hear me talk or speak, just remember my tagline, to know me is to love me. And to love me, you must know you. And to know you, you must love you. So what makes me different is I am just like you, and I'm just unique. I'm a mom. I go to school. I go to work. I grind. I get tired. I get lazy. I'm disciplined. I'm like everything all and above that every one of us could feel, that we could relate to. But I'm here to let you know what makes me different is that I'm ambitious. And I am persistent, and I am optimistic, and I will never, ever, ever give up because no one ever gave up on me. And when I say that, and I say that in terms of I'm still here breathing, so obviously no one ever gave up on me, but I'm saying I know that as I continue to learn new things in life, that the struggle is almost over. We have to learn to appreciate the journey for what it's on. And I don't want to get ahead of myself, so today's topics that we are talking about, touching bases on, just so you all know, the structure of what it is. Q&A session. If you have questions, make sure you comment down below, subscribe, tag somebody in this. You never know. Just by sharing this material could actually help someone, because you may not need to hear it, but you know that you were the source to get someone that needs to hear it. Get it? Got it? Good. Great. So, this is my bathroom break moment, basically, is why we're here right now. But any moment is good. You don't just have to be in your bathroom, you know, discussing things, you know, that you want to talk about. I honestly, you know, comparing myself from when I first started YouTube to now, I'm learning structure because I'm so excited for the transition that my channel is going through right now, and the transition and the things that I'm going through as a woman, that I want to post every day. But I don't want to get ahead of myself, and I don't want to get off schedule with the goals that are rolling out. So I'm learning patience. I'm learning how to know when it is the right time and not do what I just think is right, what I think is right at that moment, like an emotional. If there's a formula, there's a structure for everything, like every level, like new level, new devil, like, you know, there's something for everything is basically what I want to say. So I want to say that today's mindset motivation, we're going to teach our brain how to get what we really want, basically. And I say that meaning, like, I don't know if you want a car. I don't know if you want a new house this year. I don't know if you want a man, if you want a woman, you know, whatever it is that you want, you have to teach your brain how to tell yourself what it is you want. And if you didn't catch the replay last week, we definitely spoke on mindset motivation. Like the same way you would trick your mind to telling yourself that you can eat that extra piece of chicken, or the same way that you would trick your mind to say, oh my God, I can eat that candy bar, is the same way you need to trick your mind to say, you could do it. I can go ahead and push a little harder. I can go ahead and read a book. I can go ahead and write down my goals today. I can go ahead and take one step forward and stepping back from my habits. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a baby step process. Like no baby came out of their mother's womb, you know, jumped off the breast and just started just like, you know, walking. Everybody goes, I mean, there's some people on here that's probably, comment down below, did your child just start walking and not crawl? I mean, everybody has to crawl before they walk. So my point to say that is teach your brain what it is that you really, really want. So today I went to work, and I mean, I go to work every day, but I'm just saying, like, today I went to work and I'm in sales. Woo! That's the big marketing and sales is the biggest thing that is taken over. I mean, you know, aside from the government, you know, hand clap for the government shutdown. I don't understand why we're still shut down right now, but you know, whatever. I feel like these people that are going through that right now, blessings to you, and I feel like utilize this time that you have right now and the platform that you have right now with the attention and the status or whatever job that you have right now. Find your passion during your struggle that you're going through and execute it. And even when the government shutdown goes back up and you know you guys are back into routine, at least now you know you developed a passion, and maybe the government shutdown hadn't happened for you to develop that. You know what I'm saying? You can look, it's just all about shifting your perspective. That's why I want to say that. So I don't want nobody to get like, you know, really critical or detailed. You know exactly, you know, the analogy that I was going for there. So yeah, I went to work today, and before I go to work, I always make sure that I claim my intentions. And so one thing that I want to recommend with you all is for your mindset motivation, and when it comes to, like, if you're watching this video right now, if you found my video, if someone shared it to you, like, you're in the process of accepting change. This is why you're watching it right now. You understand? And if you want to continue change, make sure you subscribe down below and click it twice so you can get notifications to know that when I post every Friday, you're going to get mindset motivation, ambitious motivation coming to you live, straight out of Florida. You understand me? Shout out to the earrings. Everybody should have a spirit animal. You know, find something that is really, really meaningful to you. And you know what? I'm going to do something that I'll never do. I'm going to show you. If it's still there, it's meant to be. If it's not, it's not. But every morning I walk outside my door, I find myself a spirit animal, right? Whatever just comes into my path. I don't go like, oh my God, let me go hunt and see. However, no. But this morning my spirit animal was I feel like it's a monarch butterfly. Like it's one of them rare, a moth, butterfly, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm still researching it, but it's a spirit animal and I love it because it's rare. You know what I'm saying? So when you see it, just get excited like how I get excited. So I get really excited to know that whatever, animal, that it could be a cat, it could be two, count the cats. If it's more than one cat, count that too. Like numerology, that I'm really big on that. We have to pay attention to the signs that the universe sends us to let us know that we are on the right path. So far, when I look up moths, with them being a rare species, it lets me know that my transformation within my mindset and things that I'm doing for myself on my path, speaking for myself, I'm in line and I am transforming and I am stepping into the steps of the woman that I'm becoming. Like, I know I'm a woman already, but we have to acknowledge that there's always more room for growth. So we need to understand that with our brain, when it comes to training it for what we want, that we operate on a level where it's like right here. Survival. Like, we just want to survive. We're just getting through the times and that's it. And then let's just say you want to have some dreams and desires. Okay, here. But we don't understand the potential that our brain has, like, on a whole higher level of frequency. Like, we are all energy. So when we radiate on a higher being, it elevates our mind, body, and soul to the thinking of intelligence that helps us to get to these levels of how I'm speaking to you right now. So I prayed about my day. I claimed my intentions, and I create a ritual for myself to just tell myself that no matter if I did not do what I said I was going to do, I'm going to repent to God, to Allah, whoever, the higher being that you want to recognize. I'm going to repent to myself. I'm going to acknowledge it first and foremost. Let's back it up. Like backing it up. I have to acknowledge that I did not do what I said I was going to do, or why I did not do it. You know what I'm saying? And then once I do that, then I can repent and say, God, I should have did this, this way. I'm sorry. And I apologize for eating that extra candy when I know I wasn't supposed to. I was supposed to be fasting. We have to acknowledge those things. If we don't acknowledge it, then we can't change from it. Does that make sense? Like, if we don't acknowledge that the sky is blue, we would never know that the sky is blue. It would just be like, the sky is the sky. We have to say what it is to move forward. Once we call it out, then we can do something with it. If we sit there act blind to it and don't say nothing, then you're gonna fall for everything. You gotta stand up for something or fall for every single thing, and you don't want to fall for everything. Okay. Now, how many people can relate to laziness? And that still ties into what I just said, because one of the things that when I do prayer, I like to get out of bed. I like to meditate, go on my prayer rug. 5 o'clock, actually 4:40, set my alarm, get up, wash the sleep out of my face. But 5 o'clock, I am on my feet already praying. And sometimes I can't make it out of my bed. And with the cold weather here in Florida, that the cold fronts, Florida isn't that cold. So when we get cold, we cold, right? So this morning, I was not able to get out of my bed. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Allah, please, please, please. And I'm just praying. And I was like, Justine, you still gonna have a good day today. Like, it's okay. It's okay. God just wants us to acknowledge him for who he is and talk to him before we go talk to others. Because if we can't address him in the pain that we're in before we go and vent to others, then what do we think that God is gonna do when we just went and shared all our problems with someone else? Does that make sense? So in terms of your mindset motivation, if you're having trouble elevating your mind, or if you're having trouble, setting your standards, your goals on the rituals or on the path to what it is that you want to do and your intentions are not really clear, go to God and meditate and claim your intentions for what it is that you want it to be. And I say that because if you don't, you will go into a level of procrastination, and you don't want to do that. And procrastination just means making up different reasons basically to not do the stuff that you're supposed to do. So like excuses, victimization, like this person did this so I couldn't do this. And that goes back to, if you catch the replay from last week, nobody made you do anything. You made you do you. You understand? So you have to understand it in that term. So I look past my feelings and I claim my purpose of the day I had, and I realized that I was blessed. I was blessed not because of the things I had, but I was blessed because I had fight to keep on going all day long. And if you in sales, you know that persistence is key. Like claiming my emotion, because that is the only thing we have control of, is our emotion, was really big on for me. Because not only do I have to do that with being a mom, parenting struggles, we have to do that at work. We have to do that in the streets, like in relationships. And I'm like, that's something that, you know, I can touch it. It touches dear in my heart, like in terms of relationships. Like, we have to understand the nature and the role of which we are and why we are here and what we came to be, of man and woman. And once we understand the roles of man and woman and the nature of it, then we can understand the action that comes behind it. And I say that because I'm not sure if you know or not, and I hope you do, but I'm Muslim, and I was raised under the Nation of Islam. My mother raised me under the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and I was taught by Minister Farrakhan through his teachings and videos and recordings and, you know, lectures that we went and attend so many times. But he's here present in this day. And I was just really blessed to have those teachings, to know the difference from right from wrong. So when I was able to do right, and even when I wanted to do wrong, I knew, you know, what levels, what boundaries, you know what I'm saying? Like playing with fire. So I just want to, you know, say to people that are in that path of knowing who they are, but also know like the temptations and the lust, and then also know like the glory and the victory that you can get from being good. So like, this is positive, like almost like the angel and the devil. Like, you know exactly what your potential can bring out of you, but you have to discover it yourself. I can't discover it for you. I can tell you to watch this video like several times. I can tell you to watch all of my videos, but it wouldn't matter unless you acknowledge you for what it is. So one of the things that I had to acknowledge within myself is the teachings that I was taught. So yes, I was born into the Nation of Islam. However, with this world society, of course, things change. So it's really hard to stay in a traditional format moving forward in society. But with morals, values, and ethics, that's what has saved me all this time. So that's why I'm here to share, you know, my take, my experience, my mindset, motivation on how it can benefit you. And still with the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Farrakhan, which brings me to my point. I was listening to Mindset Motivation, and my mom mentioned to me, she was like, Justine, you know, you're really good on your transition and things that you're doing, but you need to focus on, you know, your teachings, because it'll help you get structured. You know, truth. If you like to hear truth, I suggest to type in YouTube, Minister Farrakhan, Farrakhan, or Louis Farrakhan, or Elijah Muhammad. Listen to at least something short, something sweet, you know, something to open up your mind. Because once you do that, you're going to be so addicted to hearing the truth that you're going to love it. And that's why I love the Nation of Islam, because it's truth. No matter if it's bad in the way that you may feel, but it's truth. And when I say bad, I'm saying like, I don't like talking about Trump. I don't like hearing about Trump, but because I'm a very positive person, so I don't want to talk about negative. So when I say bad, I'm saying like, even though it may be presented in a negative way, saying like, these are the things that we got to talk about, but it's truth. We can't sit here and hide, you know, that the world is going crazy with, like, we have a circus in the White House, like right now. Like, we have to identify factors like that. So it's very important to me that when we acknowledge that, we acknowledge why we are here, what we're doing, where we're going, moving forward, transitioning. Because if we don't, we will get lost in the sauce of all of this finesse, materialistic stuff, the intrinsic value that is not, you know, the worldly values. But we have to find out why we're here, why we are the source from our higher being of faith and our higher being of, you know, our purpose of our mission on why we are here, you know. And that brings me to my point of saying, whether you believe in God, religion, or science, it's all the same thing. You know, it's a higher source beyond us, and faith is what drives our source. And so that's something that we have to like be really big on and understand. So going back to the nature of man and women, technical difficulties. So part 1 of 2. This is real, so you're going to see it all. When I was listening to the Minster, one of the things that I'm so excited to talk to you about today, which is why I'm saying this, is the nature of man and women. And I think that if we get back to what the nature of man and women is, that we can all be a better people towards society and the community and, humanity for all. I just feel like if we realize that women are nurturers and men are the producers, men and women are producers, that we are here to multiply on a higher level, like create a product. And all of these things that I'm saying comes from a higher source, as I mentioned before. And my teachings come from the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, who I've learned from a lot. So, I don't want no one to feel like these are things that I made up out of my head. This is my perception on things that have helped me my 29 years of life. And I'm just sharing with you the wisdom that I feel like will help and touch the youth, help and touch the elderly, the ones that are young, everyone in general, people as a whole. I just feel like if we open up our mind, we can be highly inclined to do much more things than what we see and what is in our routine. And I think that's like really, really important. Now, if you put faith and belief together, that's like one hell of a thing, because when you have faith about something that you believe in, it's like, oh my God, mind blowing. Because if I would have never had faith to believe that I could do YouTube, I would have never been past 12,500 subscribers by now. Let's be serious. If I would have never had faith, and belief in who I am as a person, I would have never had 3 children and still be so ambitious as I am now. Like, I had to literally have gone through something to just jump back up and be like, I'm still here. I still got a purpose. And that's how people say, I'm very resilient. And I want others to be very resilient, because I think it's really important. And one of the things that I think is really big is just when we go to vent to our spouse, in terms of all of it, mindset, motivation, the nature of man and women, us being producers. When we go to vent to our spouse, I feel like we are taking away from the role of a man or the role of a woman, because I am not here for you to dump your load on me, and you are not there for me to dump my load on you. So that's probably why I don't have a man right now, because I don't feel the need to sit here and pillow talk with someone when I have a guy that I can talk to about all of my problems. And I feel like man and woman, the reason that we are supposed to be together is to create, to multiply. In terms of children, once we get married, and, courting, however, we are here to create something beyond our limits, beyond our potential, beyond our normal routine of survival. I think we have all got caught up into surviving for so long, for certain periods of time, that we become stagnant and we become content, and then we don't think that there's nothing else past what we see or what we've been doing, because we've been doing this for all our life, so we're gonna keep doing it, and we gotta die someday. Like, have you ever heard those negative Nancy people that they're like, we're gonna die some way? No, that's not how life is supposed to be. Any parent that has a child, or whether their child is gone, or whether you're a person that is ambitious, that just has a dream, our job as a person is strictly to teach everyone what it is that we know, because it does us no justice of sitting in our body and not manifesting on something really big. And creating is, basically taking something that you've learned and something that you love to do and making it together that someone else can love to do just like you've done it. Like back on my first video when I was talking about multi-potentialite. You can be an artist and you can do skateboards, or you can work in a hospital and you could be a librarian. Like, opposites attract. And so the purpose of a multi-potentialite is to basically create things that don't exist. And so one of the things that helped me be as ambitious as I am, which I hope this will help you all, is whenever I struggled really, really bad, because I'm from the hood, like really, really from the hood, and I know y'all know that. So whenever I struggled really, really bad, because it just kept happening and happening, I got tired of being a victim. I got tired of like saying, complaining. I got tired of being like, girl, guess what? I got tired of all of that. I did not want to talk about my problems anymore and have people feel the way I want them to feel just because I feel like that. So what I did was fall in love with my pain because it is my greatest gain. And once I fell in love with my pain, it was like literally like the light switch. Oh, that's the glow up. Socialites, shout out to Socialite. Anyways, once I basically acknowledged that, yo, pain is inevitable. Like, tragedy is inevitable. Like, death is gonna happen. People are gonna be mad at times, but the world can go to shits. It doesn't matter. It's inevitable. You know what I'm saying? But we are in control of ourselves. And once we determine that our day is not based off of what we get, and our day is not based off of how we feel in a negative way, man, peace of mind, peace of mind, peace of mind. Like, it is literally so divine to know that your feng shui, your feng shui, nobody can mess with it because you're elevated. Like, your mind, your body, and your soul is all in line. And not to mention, it's a full moon outside, okay? So, I don't know if anybody heard this before, but you're pregnant with your dreams. And I say that again because you're pregnant with your dreams came to me after 3 babies later. Somebody should have told me, I'm just playing, we're here to create, so it doesn't matter that I have 3 kids. I'm just saying, I was so excited, you know, every time I got pregnant that, and not excited the whole time, like, oh my God, I got pregnant, because I'm not gonna lie, I went through some time where I'm like, girl, get this baby out of me right now. Like, I was like, Urgh! You know, we're women, we go through those things. But it was like, after my 3rd baby, I started to realize that feeling again I was gonna get to, like, oh my God, I feel like I want a baby. Like, you have that, like, it's like this moment where you just want to create. You want to create. And I had to realize, like, Justine, clink, clink. No, honey, create them dreams. And I was listening to a motivational podcast, and basically it was saying, like, you are pregnant with your dreams. Man or woman, you are pregnant with your dreams. So I made a purpose this year, started last year, to be celibate so that I am not going to have no babies. Nothing is going to come out and drop. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to make sure that my ambitions come to fruition all in 2019. Like, Ambitious Queen, I want to hear my name all in 2019 doing positive things, because I got 3 queens raising 3 misses, and I got a lot of standards to uphold in terms of them, because times is changing. So I gotta keep up with y'all young folks. I gotta keep up with the millennials. I gotta keep up with the times, and I gotta keep up with my babies. So just to recap, this is Ambitious Queen, and to know me is to love me, and to love me, you must know you, and to know you, you must love you. So until then, you would never be able to see your deepest desires, your deepest dreams, any of that. So, I also want to say, I have a little poem for you all. I was not able to make it out to spoken word on Tuesday because of the cold weather. Brr! So, one of the things I told myself that I'm definitely doing is reciting one of my pieces to you. And I just feel like it's very important for me in terms of getting what it is that I want to say, because I want to be heard. And I feel like there are things in me, there are people in me depending on me more so to hear what the source is trying to get them to hear, because we're so caught up in this materialistic world that we can't see it. So when you find genuine people like myself to come and share this these words of wisdom, I say run and take it, because I was blessed to have someone share these same words of wisdom with me. So now I'm like, ooh, I got, every time it comes to me, I'm gonna feed it to you. I'm just gonna feed it to you and feed it to you. So I'll go ahead and read one of my poems to you. I'll just pick a random one. Actually, we're just going to go ahead and do the one I was going to do for spoken word, because I like to be relevant, and it's relevant to how I feel, and that's what poetry is, it's feelings, and that's what my feelings feel. It's called Eternal Views, and I wrote it actually a couple years ago, but the great thing about poetry is that no matter, how long ago you wrote it, or no matter, when it came about, it still has power, because the words leave behind so much. My gosh, I have like so much screenshots of everything. Okay, let's start again. All right. I feel like dear. All right, here we go, y'all. The woman in me is a reflection of you. The woman in me is a reflection of you. The woman in me is the future for you. It's destined for you. As I have witnessed the truth. I witnessed our love as it did not fall from above. At least, I think, if it did, it wasn't present in the beginning or the ending. Furthermore, it's peaked its head in increments, that's for sure. Consistency is key. It's like a recipe. Without it, it can burn or even have no sense of urgency. No dying need to become unique, but even more, no urgency. Becoming bland like no salt lying in the sand, resuscitating the situation one can't even understand. Palpitations coming lately, DNR thoughts more than daily. Consistency not becoming key forces pain right under my sleeve. Pain going urgent to emergent, head in the clouds. Can you hear my heart yearning? Do you feel my pain? Temptation's making me go insane. I'ma go crazy, then who gonna raise them babies? Are you crazy for getting my loyalty? 10 toes down from day one. I was more loyal than your gun. A better me looks like a new chapter has begun. Sweeter dreams, nicer things. Actually, life can be really as it seems if you're keen. Open up your eyes to the dynasty presented before you misrepresent it. Misusing me, dragging me mentally, physically, and emotionally through all your pathetic schemes. Look at me, crying in the streams, reminiscing on your dreams. The lovable love, the type that drugs, hugs, plugs, all the good things into fairy tale dreams which differ from reality. A better me consists of all my wants and needs, not taking no for an answer, just grinding at my dreams. No more you before me, I'm consistently concentrating on me. No longer DNR, I'm content in the stars. The universe sent a no and told me I was good to go. So go back at your dreams, run, kick, and scream. Because a better me, a better you, that's real goal views. Everyone growing up for the truth, no more lies between the two. Since I can, he can, she can, replace me at any time. Well, who draws the line? When boundaries aren't so divine, you set morals for your eternal, walking a straight line. If you bend, if you curve, get back up and don't you swerve. From your morals, goals, ambitions, or dreams, look at me screaming about consistency. If I never said a word, would you really get it done? Don't be dumb, ignorant, or naive. Stand up for something or fall for nothing, because you are what you eat. You are the company you keep. You determine your dynasty. You determine your happiness. And consistency begins with you. Eternal views. This has been an amazing, amazing time speaking with you all. As I have said it before, to know me is to love me. To love me, you must love yourself. And to love yourself, you must know you. I hope that you found some great advice out of this bathroom break. Some mindset motivation, knowing the nature of man and woman to help you with your relationship and to understand your position. Don't forget to look up Louis Farrakhan to help you with your insight and your mind and your intellect. And tune in next Friday. Every Friday, I will be posting new videos for you. And don't forget to catch the replay. Like, subscribe, and comment. Somebody needs to hear this. Be a blessing. Help them. Teach them a lesson. Because every lesson turns to a blessing. And it's your girl, Ambitious Queen. Busting out the bando. Ambitious Queen on the mic. Tune in week 4.